Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this new English lesson. This lesson is for the third intermediate, the second semester. The subject is English, FOL+6. The lesson is 3c, a friend in need. It's the second part of the lesson, grammar, listen, and write. The lesson was prepared and will be presented by Mrs. Atidal Al-Ghamdi. Now let's see today's objectives. Today's objectives are: identify structure of conditional sentences type 2. Listen for specific information. Then we are going to write a letter of asking or giving advices. Now, as a warm-up, what is the sport the boy would like to practice if his father agrees to buy skates? So the boy wants to buy skates. What do you think that he would like to practice? Very good. Roller skating. Yes, he would like to practice roller skating. So if he buys roller skates, he would practice roller skating. If he bought roller skates, he would practice roller skating. Excellent. Now, conditional sentences type 2. These are mostly some impossible situations that are difficult to happen. So let's look at this sentence. If we say, if Ted bought a motorcycle, he can't, but if Ted bought a motorcycle, what would he do? He would ride it to school every day. So what did we do? Here we have the if phrase or the if structure sentence. So we say, if Ted bought. So this is the sentence. The first part of the sentence is the if clause. So bought is in the past simple. Yes, it's in the simple past. Of course, we have to have two clauses. The first clause could be if, or the second clause could be if. Okay? So because it's in the first clause, so we have to put a comma. He would ride it to school every day. So we have here a model in the past tense, and then a base form of the verb. So we have a past model. We could use could or would plus a base verb. Okay. Note, keep in mind, when we use if I were you, it means that you're going to give an advice or you're going to express an opinion. If I were you, I wouldn't listen to my friends. If they are bad friends, I wouldn't listen to them. If I were you, I wouldn't listen to them. Okay? Now, we are going to complete the sentence with the correct form of the verbs in brackets to form conditional sentences type 2. Let's put in mind that the if clause will be in the past simple, and the other clause would be a model in the past tense plus a base form of the verb. So let's start. If my best friend, here we have the verb between brackets, shout. So what are we going to say? If my best friend shouted, very good, shouted at me, yes, we have the other phrase here or the other clause. We would say, I would feel really bad. Very good. I would feel really bad. Okay, number 2. If I, so the if clause will be only in the past simple. So we have be here. What is the past simple or the simple past of the verb to be? Very good, were. If I were you, okay, so here not go. So we are going to add would because we have in the negative form. So we are going to say, I wouldn't go to school. I wouldn't go to school today. You look ill because she's sick. Okay. Number 3. I blank try to save money if I. So the first clause is not the if clause. So we're going to have a model in the past tense plus the verb in the base form. So we are going to say, I would try to save money if I wanted. Very good. If I wanted. Keep in mind, because the if clause here is in the second part of the sentence, so we're not going to put a comma to separate the sentences. But if we have it in the first part, we are going to have a comma. So if we have clause number 1 and F clause, we are going to separate the second clause by a comma. And if we have the F clause in the second part of the sentence, we don't separate it with a comma. Very good. So I would try to save money if I wanted to go on a holiday in the summer. Very good. Okay, number 4. My sister. So this is the second, and this is the clause, the main clause. It's not the F clause. So we are going to say, my sister would scream. Very good. Would scream if she. So the F clause is in the second part of the sentence. So we are going to say, if she saw an insect in her bed. Excellent. Very good. Great job. Okay, now we are going to go to the listening part. We're going to listen to two friends talking and see what is Larry's problem. Listen carefully to the audio.
4. Listen. A. Listen to two friends talking. What is Larry's problem?
Hi, Larry. What are you doing there?
I'm trying to clean this shirt. Look.
Give up. I don't think it's working.
The problem is, it's not mine.
Oh.
I borrowed it from Jim last week, and now look at it. What am I going to do? He's going to kill me.
Calm down. We'll think of something.
Maybe I could find more information online about how to clean it.
You can try, but I don't think it'll work.
You're right. That's a silly idea. What would happen if I took it to the cleaners? Do you think they could clean it?
I doubt it. I mean, it's a mess.
Oh no. What am I going to do?
I'd deal with the situation differently if I were you.
How?
I'd tell him the truth. Just explain what happened. It was an accident, right?
Yes, it was. He'll understand, won't he?
Of course he will.
I know. I should give him one of my shirts.
I'm not sure he'll want one of your old shirts.
You're right. OK, I'll promise to buy him a new one then.
That's more like it.
And you know what else I could do?
What's that?
I'll take him out to dinner on Friday. There's a new restaurant that he really wants to go to.
Why not? You can treat me too.
Why?
For giving you such brilliant advice.
Okay, so what is Larry's problem? What is Larry's main problem? Very good. He got the shirt dirty, and the shirt is not his. He borrowed it from his friend. Very good. So Larry had dirtied the shirt he had borrowed from a friend, and he does not know what to do. Very good. Now listen again and tick the things Larry decides to do. Okay? Listen again.
B. Listen again and tick the things Larry decides to do.
Hi, Larry. What are you doing there?
I'm trying to clean this shirt. Look.
Give up. I don't think it's working.
The problem is, it's not mine.
Oh.
I borrowed it from Jim last week, and now look at it. What am I going to do? He's going to kill me.
Calm down. We'll think of something.
Maybe I could find more information online about how to clean it.
You can try, but I don't think it'll work.
You're right. That's a silly idea. What would happen if I took it to the cleaners? Do you think they could clean it?
I doubt it. I mean, it's a mess.
Oh no. What am I going to do?
I'd deal with the situation differently if I were you.
How?
I'd tell him the truth. Just explain what happened. It was an accident, right?
Yes, it was. He'll understand, won't he?
Of course he will.
I know. I should give him one of my shirts.
I'm not sure he'll want one of your old shirts.
You're right. OK, I'll promise to buy him a new one then.
That's more like it.
And you know what else I could do?
What's that?
I'll take him out to dinner on Friday. There's a new restaurant that he really wants to go to.
Why not? You can treat me too.
Why?
For giving you such brilliant advice.
Okay, so now we are going to list or listen to the ideas, read the ideas that are listed here. Number 1, search for advice online. What do you think of this idea? What did they say about it? Very good. They said that it was a silly idea. Very good. Number 2, take the shirt to the cleaners. Did they agree upon this idea? Very good. They said no because they have doubt in the cleaners that you could clean it because it's a mess. Very good. Number 3, tell Jim what really happened. Very good. Yes, they have to come straight forward to the problem. Yes, very good. Okay, number 4, give Jim one of his shirts. Yes, they say, what does he want? One of your, he doesn't want one of your old shirts. So no, this was not a good idea. Number 5, buy a new shirt. Yes, very good. Instead of giving him an old one, buy him a new one. Very good. Okay, number 6, treat Jim to dinner. Excellent. They said that this was a brilliant idea. Very good. Actually, they were very enthusiastic. They were very happy about this idea. Very good. Excellent. Great job. Very good. Okay, now we're going to read the plans. Can you think of more phrases for each part of the letters? Okay, when you are writing a letter to a friend asking for or giving an advice, we should follow the following plan, okay? So we have the greeting. Usually we put the greeting, dear friend, whatever your friend name is, and then we start with an opening paragraph. Begin your letter and say why you are writing. Use the phrases like, I've got a problem and I'd like your advice, or I hope you can help me with the problem. Then you state your problem. Or I need your advice because I'm in trouble. Then you tell what the problem is. This is for asking for an advice. Very good. What are other phrases you can use? Excellent. I'm writing to ask you for advice, or I've been having problems with, and you state your problems. Okay, now this is for asking. Now we are going to see for giving advices. What do you say? I was sorry to hear that you've got problems. Very good. I hope the following advice will help you, and you start giving the solutions or the advices. I've thought about your problem quite a lot, and I've come up with the following solution. And then you give your solutions. How about more solutions or more opening paragraphs for giving advices or solutions? What do we have? The reason I'm writing back to you is to give you some advice, or in your letter you ask for advice. Well, here it is. Okay, very good. Okay, so this is the main part. Then we are going, sorry, that was the opening paragraph. Now we have the main part. We have asking for advice. We explain the problem and how you feel and ask for advice. We use phrases like, what should I do? I feel helpless and I don't know what to do. If you were me, what would you do? What do you suggest? How should I deal with the situation? What do you think I should do? Other phrases like, what do you think of the problem or the situation? I feel terrible. Should I? Okay. Now, for giving advices, what do you think you should say? You say, I think you should or shouldn't, and then you state the advices or the solutions. If I were you, I'd do this or that. I believe that it would be a good idea to. One thing you can do is, how about or what about, and then you have other phrases like, why don't you? What I always find helpful is, okay? So here you have in the main part, you have the solutions themselves that you're going to state, okay? Now, in the closing paragraph, you state anything you want to emphasize and end your letter. Use phrases like, I hope I haven't troubled you too much. Let me know what you think as soon as possible. I'm counting on you. I depend on you. I look forward to hearing from you, etc. Okay, so other words or phrases we have, please write back soon. I really need to know how you feel about the situation. So you're closing the paragraph. Now, about giving advice is what do you say? I hope everything goes well. Let me know how everything goes. There's no need to panic. And then more phrases. Well, that's what I think you should do. Don't forget to keep in touch. Okay, you have to know if your advices were good or not. And then at the end, you sign off. You write sincerely or your name. Actually, your name will be the sign off at the end. Okay, so to sum up today's lesson, today we went through the structure of conditional sentences type 2. We listened for specific information and we wrote a letter of asking or giving advices. References for today's lesson were Full Blast 6 Students Books, Full Blast 6 Teacher's Guide, Full Blast 6 Audio, Google Clip Arts for pictures. Thank you for attending today's lesson. Hope you had fun and enjoyed. See you next time.